I tweaked a little bit, you know. Oh, look at the kitty cat. Holy moly, it's been like a week, I think. I don't remember the last time we checked in, but we did take some trades, of course. It's been a whole week, and it's not like I was avoiding you guys or anything. It's just I've been very, very, very tired from not only the trading schedule, but also just being, doing the dream, wanting to be a YouTuber and editing videos and even editing the first video. Holy shit, my chair almost toppled on me. We're on hour 726 and counting, and we have some winning trades. Well, really one winning trade, and the way how that happened was very interesting. So we did hit TP, but I closed a little bit before TP because it hit TP on TradingView, but it wasn't enough on the brokerage. So I ended up closing just a little bit early off of the rejection. And we'll go over those trades later on. It might not be today. I'm just going to be honest. I have a lot of stuff on my workload. I have a lot of things that I need to edit and begin. But I just wanted to log this because I haven't logged all week. And that's on me. But at the same time, I've just been insanely tired. So I believe today we walked away with a profit of $174 net. Gross, we were looking at more like $204, but we had one losing trade, and the other ones we got hit out at 1-to-1, and the other one was take profit hit. So we'll go over those later, and just to show you the accounts, and I'm testing out a new broker as well. I think we talked about that last, which you can see the accounts at 528, and then we have these two GU trades that got hit out for a 1-to-1, which was a little unfortunate. I wanted it to keep going, but you can't control what the market is going to do. And based off of the news that came out, it just sent it down to lower lows. So we're not ready to buy up on GU right now, which I think I'm going to start switching my bias on GU just because the last like 10 to 20 years or something like that have been predominantly a bear market. So normally whenever you see GU buying up, it's probably going to be a retracement. Even though it does have huge buy-ups, it just retraces. It sells so much harder than it does buy. And I think that's just like a losing game for me if I just keep buying over there. So we'll see. Like the buys that I'll take will be a lot less. It'll be, like per se, like just passing up some opportunities. But for the other account on the other broker, so I have two brokerages. We have US 30 going for $67 total. That's my net, but we had a $103 win, and this was half position size. And it was only half because you can see our first one got stopped out, and I just didn't feel like it was necessary to enter in on another full position size if there was no confirmation yet. I was going to wait for the confirmation, and then after the confirmation happened, I was going to enter in with the rest of the position sizing. But it just never happened. It ended up buying up very strong from the area and kept on pushing. So that was my winner for today. I wish I would have gotten an opportunity to put a little bit more behind it, but it is what it is, because that would have offset my day just a little bit better. And I won't lie, I got a little bit frustrated just because like I watched GU go up, I want to say around 50 pips or so, because we went up to 373, but I was only awake for 371. And the profit that I was seeing is like 250, and that's before we even get to, I think we were at almost a 3-to-1, and I don't move my stops to 2-to-1 until there's a low that's present around a 4-to-1. And we had our stops at 1-to-1 just because of the low that was present. And if it invalidated that area, then it would be clear to me that we're selling. And it just didn't create anything that was good enough for me to move my stops a little bit higher. So I guess I got a little frustrated, closed out on US 30 a little bit early. And that's why I'm down like $30. Or not, I'm not down $30, but the amount of profit that I could have made, I could have walked away with $200 today, or 277 net. But I tweaked a little bit. I just was like, I was in the middle of playing a game as well, which I'm wrong for doing that. I shouldn't have been playing, trying to record a video for my gaming channel during that time, because I normally don't. I normally just play like a game that's not recorded on the main TV so that I'm able to check the charts and assess what I need to at the time. But I felt as if the game only had an hour and a half left, and I didn't think that it was going to drag on too long, which it ended up doing that. It ended up dragging on for about 2 hours. And when the PMI numbers came out, I wasn't able to check US 30, well, DJI, MYM, and with that, I wasn't able to properly assess the situation. So I made one too many moves, and I'm a little bit upset about that, because the move that I made the first time, when I noticed that the PMI numbers came out and they were higher than expected, which I was expecting, I moved my stops to a 2-to-1 on that particular trade on US 30, and I set my take profit to a place that I had already visited, because it went almost like, it was maybe 10 pips or 10 points away from my TP. And when it's that close, I consider it done. So I placed my take profit just right under that area and placed my stop loss at a 2-to-1 and closed the phone. But then I don't know. I think I got a little bit angry in the midst of it, and it acted on emotion, because I started talking, and I do that to myself a lot, which I have to stop doing that, where like I talk myself into anger. And this is something that I grew up with. I had anger issues growing up, and everything like that. Like, I'd punch walls and everything. So moving forward, I have to limit my interactions when I am angry, because when I'm angry, I don't think, and it's so annoying, because you're literally not thinking. You're just fucking moving on instinct or something like that. And because of me moving like that, I ended up losing $30 of profit, essentially, because that was money that should have been secured if I made the move. But I ended up making another move and just closed out when I saw it hit 120, and then it fell. Well, I was watching it go from 120 back down to 110 to 102, and I was like, fuck it, just pull it. I don't care. It's just $30, and got out. And yeah, so if I'd left my original TP, it wouldn't have got hit, or actually, it would have got hit, depending on how the spread situation would have worked. But it is what it is. We got out with a 3.75 to 1. Still a good trade, but does it cover a lot of my fees? No. And that's because it's half position size. I didn't get to get in the full position. I was going to get in on half position there, wait a couple hours, wait for the next candlestick to confirm what I'm thinking, and then get in on the rest. But normally I'm in on full position size on that order, which my first half of the position size got stopped out because of the rejection that I was looking for. It stopped that out and then bounced off of that area, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to get in here if it rejects off of this area, and then I'm going to wait for full position size if it confirms this area. And it just never confirmed. Not on the higher time frame. It confirmed on a lower time frame and just went flying. But that's how hours, however many we were at before, to hour 7:26 is going. And we're going to extend this a little bit further, because I haven't even checked in that much, y'all. Like, I've been gone. I've been MIA. We had the Feast of Purim. We had the Feast of Nicanor. And, I took a week off for that. So that explains a little bit of the gap of why I didn't, do any updates or anything like that. But this is my first trading week back. It's only been like 2 trading days. One of executing, one of holding and closing exits. And we'll see how the next one goes. I have some eyes on oil. I have some eyes on GJ. And I just added the Swiss yen to my my arsenal. So we'll be seeing how those play out, see if any setups do come from there. I don't know if I'll be taking any more GU setups. GU really has to show me something for me to even consider it, because I mean, I've been waiting for over a year for the buy up and it still hasn't happened. The US dollar is still maintaining strength. The pound is still losing strength. I don't know if I want to trade GU right now. It's really just a decision that I'll either make or I won't make. That's how I'm looking at it now. I have to just do a little bit extra setup grading over there, knowing what I know on GU and the sentiment. If it's not a free-flowing uptrend, I just don't. I don't see a point. I'm tired of it bouncing around like a ping pong match. It's frustrating. So we'll be checking in my next trading day. Hopefully I can get the start of the trading day. I wanted to do the start of the trading day, but I took my trades around 5 o'clock in the morning, and my wife is normally asleep during that time, so I try not to be too loud. You know, like I have the computer on and everything like that, but at the current moment, I don't have my own room to, you know, have my trading setup in, which I've never even had a room to put my trading setup in. It's always been in the living room. So until I get that space, I don't really want to, you know, be too involved with it on the vlogging process in that aspect yet. But yeah, so whenever my next trading day is, we'll be checking in, and then after that I think we'll be going to the next video. Maybe, I don't know, I want a fresh start and get some more videos out, which I need to go start editing on that right now. So your boy gotta dip out.